From the moment my twin sister, Lily, and I were born, my parents made it clear I was a burden, an afterthought only kept around because Lily needed me. I grew up hearing the same story over and over. You tried to kill her in the womb, my mother would say, shaking her head as if I had committed an unforgivable sin before. I even took my first breath. You owe her your life. And so, I gave. Blood transfusions when she was sick. Bone marrow when she needed it. Platelets, skin grafts, anything they asked, I gave. It was never a request. It was an expectation. If you love your sister, you'll do this. And if I hesitated, do you want her to die? Of course, I didn't. I never did. I thought it would end eventually, that one day I'd be allowed to live my own life. But when Ryan, the man I had loved for years, sat me down and spoke his cruelest words yet, I realized I had never truly mattered. I'll marry Lily, he said, his voice gentle, like he was offering me something kind. I'll stay with her for 5 years. After that, I'll divorce her and marry you, just like we planned. I stared at him, waiting for the punchline, waiting for him to realize how absurd, how monstrous he sounded. You think this is a good idea? I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. Ryan smiled. It's the best way. Your parents will be happy. Lily will have me for a while, and when she's stable, we can be together. I wanted to laugh. I wanted to cry. But mostly, I just felt tired. So I nodded. Okay. I let it happen. I watched as Ryan married Lily, as my parents beamed with pride, as everyone celebrated their union while I stood quietly in the background. I was always in the background. But what they didn't notice was the man sitting in the last row of the wedding, watching me instead of the ceremony. Ethan Carter, a CEO, a man so powerful he could make empires crumble with a single decision. A man who had spent the last 3 years chasing after me while I wasted my time on Ryan. He had always made his intentions clear. You're the only woman I've ever wanted. I'll wait as long as it takes. I never took him seriously. Not until that day, that's so. While Ryan played his twisted game for 5 years, I finally let Ethan in. And Ethan, he treated me like I was someone worth loving, someone worth choosing. When Ryan's 5 years were up, he came back like he had expected me to be waiting for him. He looked at me with that same easy confidence, reaching for my hand, but I wasn't his to take anymore. I held up my left hand, the diamond on my ring finger sparkling under the light. You're too late, I told him. Ryan's face fell. What do you mean? I'm getting married next month. His eyes darted to the man standing beside me, Ethan, looking completely at ease, his arm casually resting on my waist. Ryan's mouth opened, then closed. You were supposed to wait for me, he finally said, his voice cracking. I laughed. For the first time in my life, I laughed because I was free.